What it do, what it don't. It's your boy DC Kai, Mr. 305 himself, and we here with a video. It's been a while. It's been a while, and I apologize, man. Relax, get off me. Get off me. Get off me. I apologize. I'm alive, you know. As you can see, we have the results of the UFC 260, which was a very good card. I called it that Volkanovski was not going to show up, but it is what it is. COVID is a mug, so we'll get. I ain't giving him a pass, but I ain't saying he Daffy Duck, but Duck Dodgers maybe. But we here to talk about what happened. I'm gonna scroll down if you haven't seen it already. Scroll down. You can see. Pause the video if you need to. But we're only here talking about we're gonna talk about a few fights in particular, and we're gonna start it off with the main event, so y'all can get in and get out. I know some of y'all are busy, so we're just gonna get in and get out. As you can see, Francis Ngannou, it was a knockout in the second round. Oh, man, we're just gonna let's focus on this. Limited offense. You can tell that Stipe was very tentative this fight. Just that's 1.5 rounds. He didn't make it past, I thought it was about 40 seconds, 3:56. A minute and a half. Minute and about 4 seconds. Limited offense. When he went back to his corner, his corner man was like, "Hey, we need to ramp up the offense. We need to ramp up the offense." And Francis' corner was like, "Just stay calm." I think Kamaru Usman played a big part in the development. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. And Francis Ngannou. And oh yeah, hey man, this is a fan of the sport that watches every UFC event from the prelim, from the early prelim to the main card. Do I have all the answers? Nah, but this is just I want to say this is just me talking to you and you talking to me in the comments and stuff. This is just my thoughts and opinions. It's not fact, but I am entitled to my own opinion. But back to this, Francis was that's a lot of offense for Francis. You know, he's that one punch knockout guy. That's a lot of offense for Francis. Not only, you know, he landed 58 strikes. You know, he was working his jab a little bit, but he still swings wildly, and he connects, and it's crazy. But I think Kamaru Usman played a big part in his development. I don't know where I want to go with this, because this is more of like a talk. This is not a structured thing. This is more of a talk, me to you guys, and my thoughts about the fight. But the question is, what does Stipe Miocic go from here? Honestly, I don't want to see a rematch. He did not win the first round, and he was silenced. He maybe won 1-2 seconds of the fight with that counter right hook, but the counter left put him unconscious. The follow-up hammer shot from hell that Francis Ngannou is known for was not needed. He was done. His arms was to his side, and he was out. So I think Stipe, how old is Stipe? About 38 maybe? I'm not sure, but coming off 2 fights, he was 1-3 in his last 3 fights, taking an L to Daniel Cormier. Oh well, no, he took an L to Daniel, beat Daniel, then beat Daniel again, and then also 2 for 4 in his 4 fights. What did he go from here? He's beloved in the city of Ohio, where he's a firefighter. Does he retire? They're not gonna make the rematch. He set out almost a year, took a year off his career for the Daniel Cormier rematch. They're not going to give him a rematch. And age is getting up there. Got a hell of a chin though, because he took some bombs before then, and you can just see when he didn't get that takedown, you just knew it was coming. If Francis Ngannou can, that's another thing I need to write these things down because it's just popping in my head. It's free, that freedom to talk, but if he doesn't retire, and they're going to do Francis Bones, Johnny, in maybe summer, I can see Stipe, Derek Lewis on that card as well, just in case, you know, those picograms spike up, you know, those picograms. So I can see that happening, putting Stipe and Derek Lewis on that card with Francis and John Jones, so that just in case something happened, you have, if somebody, you know, I'm not sure what COVID is going to be at that time, but if somebody has to pull out, you don't pull out over here, they have a backup. So that's where I can see, you know, Stipe going, if not retiring. Derek Lewis number 2, they might drop Stipe to number 3 maybe, because Derek Lewis has been on a fucking tear, but we're not talking about Derek Lewis, the black piece up in this bitch, ho. This is PG-18. If you're a kid, you shouldn't be watching this. But that's where we at right here. Francis Ngannou, of course. You have the rematch versus Derek Lewis. If John Jones, I don't know, man. I think Dana White's comments after John Jones should go to 185 is just to get under John Jones' skin. You know, Uncle Dana knows what to do. So I'm pretty sure that was just to get under the John Jones' skin, like he's gonna be running from him. And this is crazy. 3 years ago, 2 years ago, we didn't, you know, John Jones versus Francis Ngannou. Oh, it's good. Maybe even a year ago, like, that would be a fight. But now we're here. We're knocking on the doorstep. But for Francis Ngannou, there's only 2 options right now. Either Derek Lewis rematch or Johnny Bones Jones. So that's I'm gonna make a separate video, and I'll talk about it right here. I believe Kamaru Usman dramatically helped Francis Ngannou in this camp. I can see them working out together, but the odd card that they might not say, it might not come out right now, but I can see, I love DC, and you know I'm about to go with this because I already said it. I can see DC getting in Francis Ngannou ear for wrestling. I can see Daniel Cormier, DC. I can see Daniel going out there to help Francis Ngannou with his wrestling even further. I wouldn't put it past DC because he does not like John Jones, and he wouldn't love anything more than Francis Ngannou knocking John Jones' ass out. So if that come up, you know what, you heard it first. So let's go back. I hate to do this, but you know where we gotta go. Mr. T Wood himself, Tyron Woodley, lost by Darce. I want you to see something. Total strikes. Vicente Luque, 41 of 49. 21 of 43. You got 18 significant versus 25 significant. Tyron Woodley looked it very good. I don't want to say the Tyron, the T Wood, the Tyron of old, but he looked it good in the first round, which it was only 1 round fight, but the first 2 minutes of that fight, he was aggressive. He hurt Vicente multiple occasions. He just got reckless. He got reckless. And Vicente was boom, 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 caught him with a mean counter. when he was just swinging with hooks. I was like, come on, throw some crosses, throw some straight, throw some jabs. But he wanted to put him out in nasty, emphatic destruction. He just wanted a nasty knockout. And he needed a knockout, but he didn't need it the way he was going about it. Like, he had him hurt. Reset. This one hurts, you know, because I'm a big Tyron Woodley fan. T Wood, man. I've been on the chosen one, you know. I've been on the train, but he got Darce. It's crazy. He got Darce. He Darce Darren Till in the second of his title defenses. In the second round of his title, not his second title defense, because I believe his second title defense was Wonder Boy again, because it was a draw. Then they ran it back, and T Wood got the dub, split decision. But let's go to his fighter profile. You see what happened? See that? And Dana White, Uncle Dana, he was like, I forgot who asked the question, but he was like, he looked good. He tried, he gave him the benefit of the doubt. He looked good. He looked good in that 38. He looked good in the fight. Where do you see him going forward? Because he looked good. He looked explosive. He looked like he came out to the fight, die on the shield, or go out on the shield, not dying, but go out on the shield. And Dana said, yeah, he did. He came out there to fight, looked good, but it's 4 in a row. And what we've seen with past champions, Junior Dos Santos, JDS, cut, Overeem, even though he wasn't a former champion in the UFC, former Strike Force, former what is it called? Don't even talk about it anymore over there in Japan. It is gonna come to me when I'm talking, but cut him. I think he should go talk to Dana, get him one more fight, so they give him a chance. Because just a few years ago, we were talking about him as being one of the best in the world. That he looked like he was going to go on to have a dominant championship run. And I honestly, I felt like him, and he was doing what Francis Ngannou was about to do. Like, he was, I don't knock his hustle at all. Getting this money. Hey, get your money, man. Get your money. I don't mind it, but want to rap, want to do cameos, do movies, all this stuff. Hey, man, those killers below you, Kamaru Usman, I'm eating, I'm hungry, I'm there, I'm training, and it caught up to him. And it just seemed like he could never get his footing right. And people wanted him to go, down anyway. People didn't like, I don't know why they don't like Tyron. For some reason, I don't know why they don't like Tyron. But it is what it is. I can see him getting cut, but he should go talk to Dana. Dana should give him one more. Just give him one more, Dana, please. If you don't do it for anybody, do it for me. So, far as Tyron Woodley next fight, I would have to pull up the I just don't see who he fights next. Vicente Luque, I don't think Wonder Boy would want to run that back. I'll have to pull up the rankings to go to Google. Well, couldn't get that right. We'll go UFC. We'll go UFC. Go UFC. So we got Kobe, Gilbert, Leon, Jorge, Stephen Thompson, Michael Chiesa. I don't think Michael Chiesa has a fight right now. Michael Chiesa versus Vicente Luque, or he can. I've been wanting to see Damian Maia fight for a while too, so I wouldn't mind a 10 versus 8 or Vicente Luque. He deserves a top 5, but Jorge is scheduled to go against Kamar. I want to see Kobe versus Leon. Gilbert Burns, but I think Gilbert versus Stephen would be a better fight too. But Vicente, I think anybody in the top 10 would be a nice fight. He should move up to 7. But anybody, because I think Kobe, Leon goes next. Gilbert versus Stephen would be a good one. And Jorge fighting. So that just leaves Michael Chiesa, unless he has a fight. I'm not sure. That's why I go to another, I think MMA Shredder or something like that. I go that because they show their next fight as well, just in case I missed something. I haven't seen it, but that would be a good fight. For just, you know, picking fights. I know you shouldn't make fights the day of the fight. That's what Uncle Dana always say. But it is what it is. And the last fight I'm going to talk about today is the Sean O'Malley 13-1, not 13-0, Mr. O'Malley, 13-1. Beautiful fight. Sean O'Malley, bro, for him not to be from so I come from a Taekwondo background. For him to not have, you know, trained early, he just has this air style about him. You can tell he cares about striking. Like Israel Adesanya, Izzy of the Akatsuki, my weeble. He just has this air about him. If Izzy is smooth, but Sean O'Malley is he knows how to strike. I'm not saying he's better than Izzy. Please don't attack me in the comments. I'm not saying that. But just the way he goes about, the way I think Israel Adesanya, I'm gonna have a podcast. I'm gonna get you on my podcast. Mark my words. The way he strikes is just effortlessly. The way he throws strikes is not much wasted movement. His feints set up his attacks. He's just dynamic. It's just beautiful. I enjoy watching Sean O'Malley fight, and I'm glad that he didn't get the walk-off knockout in the first round, because I enjoy watching him strike, and because of the ankles, because of the legs, we don't see him as often as I would like. He should be in the top 10. Like, he should be working. He should be already in the top 10. Just think of Cody Garbrandt rise from unranked to champion in what, like 2 calendar years or something like that, something crazy like that. From unranked to, that's what I thought when Sean O'Malley, welcome to the Sugar Show. That's the thought process that I was thinking. I was like, oh my God, we have another, you know, he's gonna go from nobody. I'm not saying he's nobody, but as far as ranking, that he was gonna just exceed the expectations of everyone, and be a champion. I thought he would be a champion already, because he has it. And another thing he showed me, he can take a punch. I know Chito Vera elbows. That's one, you know. So just seeing him strike, was beautiful. And I think Uncle Dana set him up right. The matchmaking, I complained about it to my homeboy, which he's gonna be on the cast soon, because that's my road out. But he set him up for a good fight. This was like a make it or break it. Thomas Almeida, it feels like he's 36, 38, but he's only 29. It feels like he's been in the game a long time, because he has. As you can see, his record 22-5. Cody Garbrandt. Let's check a look. But what I peeped, why I say it was good matchmaking for Sean O'Malley, at least, Thomas Almeida was like on a 4 fight losing streak. I don't think they cut him, It's possible that they do, but as I say, yeah, he was on a 3-fight losing streak. One knockout, Rob Font, Jimmy Rivera, unanimous decision. But it when he took that time off from that knockout from Rob Font, he came back against Martinez. I think Jose Martinez. I think that was Jose Martinez. He came back. It looked like his chin was back, you know, because Rob Font, oh my God, Dakota Garbrandt, oh my God, like those are knockouts that you need some time, because he was 19-0 at one time. He was 19-0 at one time, and look at this, he was just destroying stuff, and then Cody Garbrandt happened. Then he knocked out, and then boom, 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 boom. And even in that fight, if I remember correctly, he had got hurt. In the Albert Morales fight, he had got hurt. So it's not like he's been doing horrible, but so it was a good matchmaking for Sean O'Malley, having going against a veteran, also a veteran that's on a losing streak that wants to get a dub. So he would come in there. We can see the knockdown right there. He was coming there to hurt somebody, and it really showed me that you know, Sean O'Malley is the real deal. Some people might have problems with his antics at the end of the fight, walking, you know, like his ankles was hurting and things of that nature. But you got to remember, if this guy that clearly lost to Chito Vera is walking around saying he's still undefeated, he's going to be childish. And that's just what it is. And we're going to look at the rankings. Thomas Almeida, I think if you don't cut him, you give somebody else a chance on him. I hate to say it like that, but you know, people become gatekeepers. It happens. But if you don't cut him, as the bantamweight has a lot of talent, so losing Almeida, you lose a good veteran, but at the same time, they're not going to miss him. It's not going to be like crazy. But if you don't cut him, you give him somebody that's up and coming. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody right now. I don't know. I don't know who would you give him right now. But Sean O'Malley, let's go to the rankings. Oh, bantam. Where's the bantamweight? Oh, okay. I think they want to save. Just looking at if they want him to skip the line, and they feel like he can win, I can see Dominic Cruz or Frankie Edgar. I can see them giving him one of those two, having to skip the killers. Do you do the rematch this soon? Carla Phillips, that would be a striking clinic. Oh my God, the Matrix versus. I want to see it. Carla Phillips versus Sean O'Malley. I don't know why I stopped quick. That would be a striking just for the purists. Just, you want to see some striking? That would be crazy. I need it. Carla Phillips. If you guys don't know who Carla Phillips is, go look at his highlights. Go. Oh my God. Go. Who you went against last? Sonya Dong, I think it was. Oh my God, that man can strike. Go look it up. So we're gonna end the video like right here. I want to see Sean O'Malley versus Kyler Phillips. That's the next fight to make. Just give him a little jump over Chito Vera. Unless Kyler Phillips is Kyler Phillips booked? I don't think he's booked. But if not, we need that. Volkanovski, I'm gonna make a video about you, my friend. I'm unpleased with your antics. All right, like anything I had to say, please like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy DC Kai, and we are out.